Well, good afternoon. This is the surf fish journey, and this is part of it. And constantly taking in information and having to digest it and make sure I can put it into practical concept. And while making this endeavor to enjoy this moment of fishing. I've never experienced fishing before, so this is brand new to me. And so there's emotions attached to it. There's patterns developed in it. There's habits and fishing ethics and rules, regulations, and all that stuff. But I do notice the difference in fishing with people who enjoy the moment of fishing, and then also people who fish for. I don't understand what they fish for. I call it preschool fishing. It's like when we was in preschool, we were taught how to have behaviors and manners and conduct ourselves when we are all enjoying something. That's what I call learning this is as an experience of being in preschool again. And so I call it fishing preschool. And in this entire year learning it, which is on subject to surf fishing, because you will be fishing with fellow people who are fishing and they take their fishing pretty serious. And I haven't fished in about 3 months after the bass season. And so what do you do between October through, I would say, basically June? You gotta wait until April to go salmon fishing. Come to find out that this surf fishing is year round, and the beach is right there, about an hour drive to an hour and a half drive. So, and the way I process things, that takes care of my cold water fishing while I'm waiting for warm water fishing, which starts basically in late August for nice size 3 to 5 pound bass. And so had the opportunity of seeing a 6 pound bass hooked but not quite land, meaning that the last moment the line snapped. And so it was a good experience for the first time enjoying fishing like that. Prior to that, I never thought I would be landing those size types of fish. Prior to that, it's all been drop line, stationary from the bank, 4 pound bass, 3 pound bass, 2 pound bass comes in right around August to July, at least in my fishery. And you start catching those size about that time. Other than that, you're catching a little less than 1 pound bass, but it's the experience. And then, so after experiencing my first 2 pound bass, it's wonderful. So what do you do after warm water fishing? You make sure you have a alternative to you want to say hi to the fisherwoman? There's the fisherwoman. She's out there kayaking too. She wants to do on the surf with me also. So this is going to be a cool little journey of a documentary of surf fishing. Now, that's a whole nother psyche to learn. And so I never knew they had waders for women. That sounds awkward, but they do. So she has her waders on the way. I have my waders on the way, and we're gonna be out there. I want to make sure she's safe, because you go out there, you go fishing, and it's not so much you anymore. You want to make sure the person that you invite fishing with you, they make it out safe. And so I'll get my personal experience in when it's just myself. But until then, she fished just as much as I do. And so this is an exciting, emotional journey because uh, she been catching. She's the one that caught that 6 pound bass. I mean that was a trip. She's the one that caught that 6 pound bass. We didn't get to land it, but it's all right. So imagine what she's going to be experiencing when she hits a surf perch out in the surf at the beach. This is our first time ever going to the beach without going to the beach and then just coming home. Actually, we finna really be involved with going to the beach finally. It's like I never knew that it was available, but I never really experienced it because I was too running wild in my 30s and too retarded in my 20s, and so and so I made it through both of those. So here I am in my 40s, and I tell her this is what we do in our 40s. And so this is an accomplishment. It's wonderful, but it's a wonderful experience when you can see someone enjoy something as well as yourself. But like I said, if it becomes an addiction. So she's like bouncing off the wall, wanting to go fishing. And I'm like, it's too cold. So it warms up, 48 degrees, 60 degrees. Surf about 5 feet, 6 feet. Not wading in the water no further than shin deep. Then it'll be time that we might be able to go fishing out there together. And then of course, you bring a woman fishing with you. The thing about that, in my opinion, at least the ones I fish with, um, they like comfort. Everything has to be very comfortable. They don't do local porta potty. They don't do local latrines, as fellas would call it. So you gotta gather all the means of keeping them comfort outside of fishing. Weather, it might get cold. You might be hot. They gotta have a shelter. First thing you do is you put together a means of a shelter, which I'll show you what that looks like. It took me a long time to figure out the means of what she's going to need, and in addition to me being out there and enjoying the experience. And so I'm impressed with what I put together. And so references off of YouTube, but just for the items, not the way I put it together. So see what that looks like, and might be some good ideas, and you guys can put it into practice if you get a chance to get to the beach also. So, but enjoy this journey with me, and it's gonna be fun.